Hi there, Karen. It is Zach. Sorry about the delay on the video. You might have noticed that when you do Google searches for some of your blog posts, that they're not showing up. In fact, the ones that do show up are showing up where the blog post is on that page, for example, not the individual blog post itself. So that's something I've been looking into and will be solving soon. But in the meantime, we can, yes, hack away at the SEO for these other articles that you have in here. I'll go through a couple just to give you an idea of how I do it, and if you have any more questions afterwards, please send them my way. So to get started, I opened up this blog post right here into another tab. So we have Capital Corridor is your next ticket to holiday ice skating. Go down, and I took a quick scan of this. I see Sacramento, San Jose, and San Francisco. So there's 3 different areas that you're kind of going to be talking about in your content. So you're going to think about what is going to be my focus keyword. It appears ice skating is going to be your focus keyword. People who are looking for ice skating near them. Well, we can take a look. One thing that I check is the Google Keyword Planner. Just Google Keyword Planner. And you'll just have to have an AdWords account to use this. It's free and easy to set up. It's going to take you to this next page where there'll be some options on what kind of keyword research you'd like to do. And sometimes AdWords takes a little bit of time to load. That's normal. I'm going to start over. So this first one right here, search for new keywords using a phrase, website, or category. Get search volume. This will also show that. Multiply keyword list to get new keywords. We'll just do the first one. We'll do ice skating. I'll also look up like ice rinks. Perhaps ice rinks near me might be a search. You can leave these blanks. All location give you most of the data. You can actually look up like San Jose and to try to find out, exactly how many times these are searched in this location. Right here, you can either string together keywords or phrases by using commas, or you can just put one per line like I have right here. It's going to show you average monthly searches over the last 12 months. So you hit get ideas. This is where you get to. You're going to scroll down a little bit. You're going to hit keyword ideas. Let's see. So this is going to show ice skating, ice rinks near me, ice rinks. So ice skating is going to be the highest one that's searched. I know this could fall under people who are just looking for ice skating videos, things like that, but we have a lot more people searching for ice skating, so we're going to go for ice skating. It is already also in your title, so it appears that it is going to be relevant. Ice skating. We can do holiday ice skating too. I think throughout here, people might be typing in holiday ice rink. We'll do holiday. I think this time of year, it'll be easier to rank for holiday ice skating than for ice skating. So let's do holiday ice skating. Okay. So if we don't fill this in, you can see it's kind of already filled in. If we don't put anything here, then that's what's going to show up. Capital Corridor is your ticket to holiday ice skating. Get on board. And it's saying it's too long. That just means in a search it would cut off like you see up here. So we'll take off the get on board. So what I'll do is I'll take this and I will place it right here. And then for the meta description, we have holiday ice skating in here. Okay, meta description. So if you don't fill anything right here, it's going to autofill from the first paragraph of your article, which is good. Oh, holidays are right around the corner. Ice skating season is full swing. So we want to have holiday ice skating in here. No, actually, we'll take this out right here because as you can see, holiday skating, we could put ice skating destinations right there, and then that will allow us to have our focus keyword in the meta description, which we want. We still have 88 characters left. Oh, I gotta put ice skating. So that fills that in. Or I'm sorry, meta description. And actually what we can do, because it's not in the content, is we can just put right here, ice skating. And let's see if that's going to cover everything. Sometimes it's going to say no just because it hasn't picked it up yet. What I'm going to do is just hit update. And when I hit update, you'll see this also dynamically update as well. SEO good. I'm just going to go down, and you see all the yeses. If you want to get a little bit more granular, you go to the page analysis, and this is going to give you even more things you can do to work on the SEO. The more competition for certain keyword phrases in Google, the more work you're going to want to do up front to try to get it to rank the best as possible. Keyword density is low. This is one that I'll comment on. 2 to 4%, nothing over 4 actually, like 2 to 3% is good. So if you have 100 words, you're having your keyword. It kind of seems like overkill, but at least 2% you're going to want to see. When it says the slug for the page, that means the URL. You can consider cutting out a little bit. That might be nice. The red is going to be top priorities, orange, yellow, and green. It's just going down in priority level. But you have not used your keyword key phrase in any subheadings, such as an H2 in your copy. What that means is that I believe these will be H2s. Heading 4, so that's an H4. Heading 1, 2, 3. The title of the page, or the blog post right here, that's going to be your H1. And that's known as the title. And then these other ones, H2s, are known as like kind of the topic of the content below it. So this will be the topic. This will be the content below. It'll be a new topic, content below. What Yoast is trying to say is that the search engines look at the importance of the page, the keywords. They go, okay, it's in your H1. That means it's very prevalent on your page. It's what your page is going to be about. But if you also have it in some of the subtopics of the page, the H2s, then it's another, tells the search engines not only are we titling our page with our keyword in it, but also topics within. So it's just getting more and more granular. Google, Yahoo, and Bing, they want to serve up the most relevant pages or posts to people's searches. So you're just making it that much more relevant by adding in that. Right now these are H4s. If I wanted to change them to H2s, let's see, Holiday Ice Rink. Let's see, because it's called Downtown Sacramento Holiday Ice Rink. What I personally would do is take out rink and put skating. If you search for this, I'm willing to bet it's going to pop up ice rink. Let's see. Ice rink. So see, it's okay if you're going to manipulate the copy on a page to get it to show up better. I think that's the number one thing we want to do, is to focus on allowing it to show the best for searches. So I changed that to skating, and then this is still an H4, but we want it to be an H2. So I'll change this to an H2. It's going to make it bigger, so we want to make it smaller. And in this, we can make it smaller a couple different ways. I'm trying to think right now. There are other plugins you can put in to be able to adjust the size. This is adjusting the size, but it's also adding tags to the copy. Like in Word, for example, you'll just see like a size, and you click it, and then it like 12, 14, 16, 18. Well, in this, you actually don't see it. What I would do, right now we're looking at the visual, I would go into text, and as we can see a little bit lower, I'm just looking for my H2. Here it is right here, Downtown Sacramento Holiday Ice Skating. In the CSS of the website, it's saying that for any H2, we want to make it this size font. And for example, if we look at the page, that size font's pretty big, but we want continuity between these titles and here. But you also have noticed that it's already good SEO. What I was showing you is just one more thing to make it look even better. I'm willing to bet, well, I'm going to say holiday ice skating is actually be pretty hard to rank for. So me personally, I didn't prepare for this part right here, but what I would do is I'd go into the CSS of the page in the appearance editor, and I would look up H2, and I would change this font of H2 to this size font. So that I would look up in the CSS, I would say, all right, whatever the H4 font is, I'm guessing it's like 18. I would make the H2 font 18 as well, so that way it looked the same as there. But I'm not going to do that at the moment. What I'll do is I'll just make this back into an H4, and I'll hit save, and it'll stay green. What I can do after this is I'll actually go through and I'll change that. But the thing that you have to pay attention to as well is that if you're using H2 on other pages, other posts, that if you do make that change, then on all the other pages, it's going to make that change as well. But if thus far you haven't been using H2s, then it's not going to be an issue. But we can discuss that after the video. So I'll go back to another one, and capital quarter ticket to ice skating. We've already finished that one. If I hit refresh, then that's going to populate with green. And we see the green right there. We'll go on to another one. Pac-12 championship already occurred. So we're going to skip that one for now, because well, we can go back, or you can go back and do it if you like. But I just want to do one that I think would make a difference. Gingerbread House and Holiday Markets Galore. Weekend picks. Let's see. Harvest Festival, Crocker Artisan Market, Gingerbread Open House. So Gingerbread Open House, Fairmont Gingerbread Open House is probably, and Holiday Markets Galore. So it's, again, this is another one where, like in the last post, it was Sacramento, San Jose, San Francisco. This one is going to be your Etsy Holiday. You're going to be your Fairmont Gingerbread Open House, Crocker Holiday Artisan Market. What I personally would do is try to find maybe the most popular one and then SEO it for that one. The reasoning behind that is to try to get to rank for the most popular one, and then when people read it, it shows them about the other ones, and then hopefully they'll take Capital Corridor train from wherever they're at to and from these other locations. So in looking at those, you can look up Fairmont Gingerbread Open House over in the keyword planner. And this isn't going to be perfect as well, and there obviously are people searching Fairmont Gingerbread Open House, but it's saying that it's not finding any. Sometimes with lower amounts of searches, they're not picking up all that data. We are seeing Fairmont Gingerbread House is getting some. Hotel Fairmont, Hotel San Francisco, Mark Hopkins Hotel. So they're getting a little bit more broad SFO hotels. The other ones were San Jose, Crocodile Holiday, San Jose Harvest Festival. $170, so again, fairly low. I don't want to take too much time searching for keywords, but that is usually what it takes. Figuring out where you want to show up in the search engines. Do people even search for what you're trying to SEO your article for? Also, you got to think about if there's a lot of people searching for it, there's probably going to be a lot of competition. One thing that I look to see if there's a lot of competition is if there's a lot of competition for paid advertising for those keywords. This is going to show paid advertising competition, but it kind of makes me think if people are willing to pay for the keywords, they're probably harder to rank for. So you can take a look at these. You can also stack these as well. Sometimes it automatically stacks by keyword relevance, and so I find that to be the best. But if you kind of just want to take a look at monthly searches, it'll give you also like craft. I mean, it starts to get pretty broad and obviously not as relevant to what your original search was up here. There are other keyword research tools, but I do recommend not spending too much time figuring it out, but kind of just picking one and going for it. And the sooner the better. Google normally will take time to really put all these and index these. It can take a month, 2 months, 3 months to show up on the first page. So I do recommend trying to do these as early as possible. Let's go back. Say we were going to do San Jose Harvest Festival. Let's see what we have right now. You can pick Fairmont, Gingerbread House, and Holiday Markets Galore. So what's happening right here is it's automatically taking this title, it's putting the dashes in between them where the spaces are, and it's just inserting it right there. From what I'm seeing, Weekend Picks, Fairmont Gingerbread House, and Holiday Markets Galore. I'm thinking maybe the Fairmont Gingerbread House is the most popular since it's the only one that you specified. So we'll just do that one. And this is a pretty long URL. Usually Google likes to see the shorter the better. So what I'm going to do is take off that and Weekend Picks Fairmont Gingerbread House. That's fine. Yeah, we'll just leave it there. We'll go down Fairmont Gingerbread House. Gingerbread House. I want to put that for my focus keyword, which is right here. I'm going to take out this, and it'll show me what it had before, Weekend Picks. It's a pretty good title. And again, I'm going to leave off the end of it. Don't want it to be too long. 70 characters is usually what 70 characters is what will show right here. And if you go longer than that, then that's really not best practices. So shorter is always better, but not too short. Weekend Picks Fairmont Gingerbread House. Fairmont Gingerbread House content. It's not seeing this in there. I'm willing to bet it is Fairmont Gingerbread Open House. I'm just going to put house just to keep that consistent. Perhaps we can put, yes, so it's an open house, so they'll know from down here. Still saying it's not showing the content. Sometimes what you have to do is just hit update. That'll also dynamically change this little circle right here. Saying good. Going back down, meta description, and again, if you don't put anything right here, this is what you'll see, which is usually just the first little snippet of text from your content up here. But what I want is something a little bit more about the Gingerbread Open House. Now this is going to be too long. It wants to see 156 characters, and I can just tell this will be too long, so sometimes taking just snippets of it, maybe kickoff of the annual open Gingerbread Open House, a holiday celebration, highlighting by the Open Gingerbread House. We'll take that. Now it's not going to see the Fairmont Gingerbread House focus keyword in here, so what we're going to want to do is we're going to find a spot that we can put in the meta description, the focus keyword. Let's see, giant gingerbread house, that works. Fairmont, giant Fairmont. And then there we have it. Go up to the top, hit update. And again, in the last one, if you want to get a little bit more specific with your SEO, you can go over to the page analysis tab. And that will, I think it was refreshing the page. What that will do is give you a little bit more hint into what you can do. Keyword density, increasing the keyword density. Images on the page, you don't have alt tags. If there are images on the page, which I'm not currently seeing, perhaps it's this feature image. The feature image, if you click on it, over down here you see this alt text. right there is where you're going to want to add that alt text in there. We'll do Fairmont gingerbread house and hit set featured image. That'll update it, and then I'll hit update right here. Go into my page analysis, and you see the image alt text priority has left. And again, red is going to be top, orange second, yellow third, and green is things that are good. It appears in the URL. You can go through these. Sometimes they even have recommendations, like you've added page tile is more than 40 characters and less than recommended 70 character limit. It also can kind of tell you a little bit more stuff for the next one. Keyword appears in the first paragraph of the copy. That's something you're going to want to focus on in the future. So just take a look at these, go to the other ones that you have, other posts that you have, look at all the green, and it kind of can give you an idea for when you write your next one. Well, good luck, and if you have any more questions, Karen, please send them my way. Each post is going to be different. Each post is going to have the new question of how to find the focus keyword. I love to help you with. You can just send me a link to the post, the draft of the post, and ask me my what I think the focus keyword should be, and I'll explain why. Thank you so much, Karen. Take care. Bye-bye.